There are 100 other sites like this in this land, where you can see people who worked for this, what is their aspiration? With bare hands, no machines, no cranes, no trucks, moving thousands of tons of rock and shaping these forms. What is their aspiration? Unless your aspiration is beyond yourself, you can't do these things. One cannot be giving themselves to something without knowing whether it'll happen or not in their life, but entirely investing themselves to making it happen, they know they will never see complete in their own life. They know somebody 1,000 years later may enjoy it or may break it. You could have built a nice home for yourself. You could have taken care of your children. You could have provided things for your family. But instead, you do these kind of things. You must be mad. What I'm aspiring for is bigger than who I am right now. Once that comes into your life, there is a quality that'll flood you down life. A being who has an aspiration beyond himself or herself is a blessed being, because their lives know an intensity that others will never know.
Absolutely right. And I think living for something larger than yourself is probably one of the easiest ways to describe masculinity as a whole. We've talked about young men and masculinity a lot today, but whether you're living and dying for a flag, or living and dying for your family, or living and dying for a town, or a factory, or a religion…
Foundation.
Whatever it is, it's the foundation. It's waking up every day and saying, you know what, I don't feel like doing this, but it must be done because the idea that I'm trying to uphold is bigger than how I personally feel, and I'm gonna dedicate myself to it. And that's why, even just now, I was in St. Petersburg and I looked at this beautiful, the Church of Spilt Blood or something it's called. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. And you sit there and think, people dedicated their lives to this building knowing they would never see it completed. They knew that the building was more important. They saw the building as bigger than themselves. They dedicated their entire living span of life to this building. This is such an incredible thing which is disappearing now, and ties into what I said earlier about people changing jobs so quickly, changing towns, changing sexual partners, changing whatever. Nobody even holds a point of view for more than 5 minutes anymore. Nobody is thinking about anything larger than themselves. They're all concerned with themselves and narcissism and the social media algorithm and what makes me happy right now. I don't want to do anything I don't want to do. How do I win? And this is the world we live in.